So we're going to start out with our athlete spotlights, and a lot of these are from other schools, so just bear with me. We do have one Bourne athlete who did get nominated for that, but we are going to do that at the end. Our first athlete spotlight is from King Philip Regional High School, is a two-sport athlete, a part of football and basketball, and is committed to playing Division II football at Franklin Pierce University. That is Talon King. You guys can give a round of applause on camera for that. Our second athlete spotlight is from Hingham High School, is a two-sport athlete for ice hockey and lacrosse, and is committed to playing D2 or D3 now, boys lacrosse, at St. Anselm College. That is Cam McKenna. Our third athlete spotlight is from Hanover High School, is a three-sport athlete, part of football, basketball, and lacrosse, and will also be going to St. Anselm College and will be doing football. That is Sebastian Brown. Our fourth athlete spotlight is from Somerset Berkeley Regional High School, two-sport athlete, hockey and lacrosse, and is committed to playing Division III lacrosse over at Emmanuel College. That is Gavin Rodriguez. And we have our fifth and final athlete spotlight here at Bourne High School, and I'm going to have our athletic director, Kristyn Alexander, come on up to say a few words.
All right. Our Bourne High School student spotlight is Nola Timo, or we call her Timo. She plays volleyball, basketball, and has went out for softball this year. She shows great leadership. She tries very hard. She shows up every day. Seeing her on the softball field, laugh and have fun. That's what playing sports is all about. But she shows up every day, ready to play, ready to give her best, is a true teammate, and is a true canalman on and off the field. So congratulations, Nola.
All right, so that is it for the athlete spotlights. Now we're going to the broadcast call of the year, and again, I'm going to import that on our edited feed. We don't have it here. Now, I don't think this is going to beat last year's winner, which was the Canal Cup 4 overtime winner last year. The one this year came in one of the state championship games, Division II boys basketball. Came down right to the end, and it was this poster dunk from Roki Brer Arias. Check it out. Matteo Stefanelli, the stop, and no good. Rebound was grabbed by Makua Sykes. Nice leave off in the middle. Oh my goodness! Roki Brariais with the poster slam down. Unreal.
I'm speechless.
All right, so we want to congratulate once again our athlete spotlight winners and Roki Brariais for the broadcast call of the year. Now it's time for the fun awards, and that's why we have a lot of our guests in here. We're going to start out with our Coach of the Year award. Last year's winner, we had Bob Slater, who was the head coach of Somerset Berkeley boys basketball. He was there for 16 years, and he went out on top with the state championship ring. Everybody talked about all the good he did in the community, all the bonds that he made with his players, and that's sort of why we got this award started. Now, for this year's Coach of the Year, this was one of the first few coaches that I met here when I started my internship back in September at Bourne High School. He's right over there in the corner, right next to our athletic director. Open arms from day one, from the first game we did out on the field against Fairhaven. And it was good just seeing the team progress all the way overall from game one up until that big win against Upper Cape Tech. Yeah, that big Olympico goal that Max Riddle had in that game against Apponequet. And it was a great season overall. You were an assistant coach for the ice hockey team here at Bourne, and now the head coach for the girls tennis team here at Bourne High School. This year's Coach of the Year winner is Andrew Arki. Now, Coach Arki's going to come up, say a few words, and we get some questions for him, too.
Thank you very much. So I had a few things prepared. I've spent the last 22 years pouring my heart and soul into coaching high school sports with no regrets. And I have to say that despite the personal sacrifices that I had to make and the many sleepless nights, which I know some of our athletes have had as well, sorry, I need my glasses. It was worth it just to watch my athletes, all of them over the years, just grow into fine young men and women, many of whom I have grown into, developed lifelong friendships with to this day. I want to thank the entire Bourne community for taking a chance on me back in 2004 and believing in me ever since. I am eternally grateful and honored that you would think of recognizing me for my service. And I want to thank you, Keegan, for doing a tremendous job behind the scenes, injecting spirit into our student athletes in the Bourne community. Round of applause. And all of you deserve to be publicly recognized for your achievements in high school sports and other clubs. You're very skilled in how you cover games, Keegan, with meticulous detail, and I can feel your passion and authenticity shine through every broadcast. Your careful eye also really helps me as a coach and other coaches when we watch videos to see how we can, work on improving our programs. And so I want to give you a big thanks for being a part of our school culture. Thank you, Keegan.
All right, now I get a few questions for you. You ain't going anywhere just yet. Talk about how you started coaching here at Bourne High back in the mid-2000s. What made you want to get into coaching, and how did you get the spot here at Bourne High?
Oh, wow. Yeah, so back in 2004, it's actually a true story. On the day before the first day of school in August, I received 3 job offers. One was at Bourne High School, and then the other 2 were at elementary schools in Mashpee, Casey Coombs. And I was pretty close to taking a grade 1 teacher position, but with my background in sports, I thought I could, help out kids along the way. And so, for me, the big decision for me to come to the high school, even though my original background was elementary, was to coach high school sports. And, that was actually probably one of the biggest decisions I've had to make in my life, because I knew once I was in, I would never get out through all those ups and downs. And so, I'm just grateful that I had the opportunity. My own background is in soccer, hockey, and tennis. And right away from the get-go, I actually coached right in my first year, and just been doing it ever since. So I'm grateful. Thank you.
Next question I have for you is, I think we talked about this when we did our talk show in the hockey locker room. What's your approach to coaching? What's your method? I know people have said you could yell at them sometimes, and I was like, I'm surprised you don't do that more than not, I would love to see you yell a little bit more. But what's the method? What do you think your part of coaching, what makes a team successful?
So for me, and I know some of my players are going to be sick of me saying this, but I believe in 3 things. I call it the 3 C's. And that's just commitment, communication, and cooperation. I also believe that you have to establish a team trust right away in the first 2 weeks of season. If we can't trust each other, we can't move on to the next phase of our development as a team. Okay, and we'll never be satisfied, even if we win, unless we learn how to trust each other. So I'm a very family-oriented person. And I believe that, it's part of my coaching philosophy is just to bring the family together, and then from there we move on together, laugh and cry and just fight to the finish.
Next question I have, and I know you said it when you were doing your acceptance speech. You mentioned how you build lifelong bonds with the players that you coach, and even the assistant coaches you have under you. What makes you want to keep coming back? Is it these bonds, or what keeps you coming back every single year?
I think for me, it's just, and I'll just give you a couple of examples. Just the other day, I was coaching tennis, and some of my alumni came to watch my team. And then in the middle of our match, when a court was open, they were begging me to get on the court to start playing. So just for me to see that is the reason why I coach. Because I want everybody, when they leave this school and from all the great experiences you have here, to carry that on and continue to play, whether it's competitively in college or just for fun, and then to pass that on to your own kids. There's nothing more important.
And then final question I have for you is, I know there's a lot of student athletes here in the room. What advice would you give them if you were to give one piece of advice?
Okay, I think this is really important, especially today. If you really love something and you want to be good at it, the only way to get yourself ahead of all the other talented people that you're going to play with and against is to be more disciplined than them. So that means that you're getting up at 4:30, 5 a.m. and you're getting your workout in even before practice in the afternoon, taking care of your body, getting sleep, okay, dedicating yourself completely, and that takes discipline. It also takes sacrifice. If you can do those things, you'll get yourself ahead.
Coach, thank you very much. You're well deserving of this award, and you're going to stay here for our next one too. Final award that we have to give away is our Student Athlete of the Year. As we mentioned, this is our 5th year giving away this award. Prior winners in 2022, we had Noah Taylor from Somerset. 2023, we had Matt Costa, also from Somerset. 2024, we had Brady Fitzpatrick from Seekonk, and last year we had Jack Sullivan from Franklin High School. Now, this is the 4th time in the 5 years we've done this that we're giving it to a South Coast Conference team. This is the 2nd time that we've done this, that we've had a finalist for this award that was from Bourne High School. Drew, your older brother Ty in 2024 was a finalist for this one. To start out, talk about the student athlete, Coach Tim Crowley from Boys Lacrosse. Come on up to say a few words.
Thank you very much for having me. Did you make the announcement who the student athlete
Yeah,
is?
they probably know it by now.
All right, sorry. So for this year's student athlete that they nominated and picked was Sean Kelley. So everyone, please give Sean a round of applause. My experience with Sean has been on the lacrosse field, and as far as that's concerned, he has been what we like to consider on the team like a teammate, a true teammate, someone that puts the team's interest and their teammates' interests above their own. Kelley plays a tough position out there, that it's a grueling, tiresome position that, day in and day out, he's going out there trying to win the faceoff, trying to win a ground ball, and he's putting the best interest of his team ahead of himself, even so much where he's even tried to play games injured or hurt, where he knows how much his team relies on him, so he knows how important it is to be out there. And I got to say, from all of my experience with Sean, he's had a true teammate spirit, and it's carried over for other sports I've heard from other coaches.
Coach, I want to thank you for popping on down. Good luck today with that lacrosse game at Abington.
Thank you very much.
Arki, come back up here.
As you probably know, I'm Sean's soccer coach, and he was one of our captains, deservedly, and our sportsmanship award winner this year. So anybody that knows Sean will be the first to say the same thing. He's the kindest kid in the school, and perhaps the nicest human being on the planet. But don't be fooled by his humbleness, because he also possesses the ability to flip the switch instantly and become a beast on the field. He is mentally and physically tough, so tough, in fact, that he played most of his career with me, and probably this happened in lacrosse as well, with ligament damage in his hamstring and his ankles. And those are just the ones I know of, Sean. I just don't know how you did it. And watching you sacrifice your body for your teammates was inspirational for me, and that is why you're a captain. I also want to thank you for always finding a way to calm me down, no matter what rage I was in. And without your calm presence, none of your teammates would be able to stay focused enough to finish playing a game. That is your special quality, Sean. You will do whatever it takes to keep everyone playing together, and coaches staying together, coaching, and playing 100% for each other all the time, in games, but especially in practice. So in many ways, you're the heartbeat of our school culture, going out of your way to keep everyone around you positive and grounded. I will forever cherish the memories of watching you defend like your life depended on it. You're one of our greatest defenders of all time. Okay, I want to thank you personally for teaching me to be more patient with my players and myself. We might have broken a couple clipboards along the way. But it's people like you that make coaching for me worth it all the time. So thank you, Sean. Congratulations.
Coach, that was great. So I messed up on here. So I was supposed to say one of my favorite moments with each of you. So, sir, I got to go back to you real quick, because I was supposed to talk about one of our fun moments together. So, for you, the best part was I think it was after one of the hockey games or sometime about a month or two ago. We went out to dinner, me, you, the AD, somebody's mom, and somebody else, and then the power went out. And then it was like we were all scrambling, figuring out how we going to pay. Guy, he looked like a kid on Christmas morning when everybody was sending him Venmo payments and trying to figure out how to set up the Venmo. And it was awesome. That was one of my favorite moments we had. Jean, I know we don't talk much really outside of the sports realm here, but one of the things I remember is, and I'm never going to let you live this down, by the way, is when we were starting originally to talk about lacrosse season, way at the beginning, when we were on the ferry out to the hockey Sweet 16 game. Yeah, you know where this is going to. So I came because I'm trying to talk about, like, I just want to learn more information about, like, what this lacrosse game's going to be on. And so I go up to you, I'm like, hey, Sean, how's it going? And then I hear, oh, hey, Caleb. And I'm like, who the heck's Caleb? And then I felt so bad correcting you, and I know you felt so embarrassed. I felt so bad afterwards. But then it was me, you, and the Hinkson brothers, and we were all just chatting up a storm on the ferry ride back for about a half hour. And I know you and Nolan were like the ringleaders getting the whole lacrosse season started up, and I appreciate that we did that because you guys are 13-0. You guys are killing it this year. For this award, I feel like a lot goes into who me and my other camera operators, it's more than just me who decides to pick these awards. I feel like out of all 5 years that we did this is the first time we had a unanimous decision picking out a student athlete of the year. Sean, I know he's going to come up here in a second. He's a part of 2 sports teams here. He's part of the boys soccer, boys lacrosse teams. He's a part of multiple school clubs here, which we're going to talk about that in a second. Sean, come on up here. You're student athlete of the year. All right, Sean, talk to me. All these athletic teams that you do here, what got you into the sports realm at a young age?
When I was younger, I was always like a pretty social kid. So all my friends were doing sports around, so it kind of got me into it. And specifically for soccer, I know I was doing with all my friends on the rec league, but for lacrosse, it was a lot that not a lot of people did it. So I thought it'd be something cool, and then I kind of fell in love with lacrosse when I was younger.
Now, I know you do a lot of clubs here. I probably forgot all of them, but I have the Best Buddies Club, the Hope Squad Club, and the High School Key Club. Just talk about all of those clubs. Like, what goes on in each of those, and why did you decide to join them here at the high school?
Yeah, for Hope Squad, I got invited to that one, and we kind of just try to spread positivity and kindness around the school. And we do stuff on, like, the poster boards around school, and we do like little events where we make like kindness rings, and they make like a chain, and they just go around the school. Another one is the Key Club, and in that club we do a lot of community service work. And so we went to a nursing home in Bourne this year, and we went and we did arts and crafts with them and taught them how to do technology. So that one's just about a lot of community service and just caring for the community. And Best Buddies is another club that we do where we do activities with the special needs kids in our school, and I know I really enjoy that, and they really enjoy that, and it's just super nice to do.
I know Best Buddies has a special place with me. I helped out with their unified sports programs when I was at the high school. I know you got a whole table back there with everybody that helps out with Best Buddies. I know you're a captain also, too, for both of the sports teams that you did here. What did it mean to get the captaincy, and what did you feel like your leadership role was in both the sports this year?
Yeah, it meant a lot to get the captain for both soccer and lacrosse, because it just, to me, it made me feel good that my coaches trusted me with that role, and I just like to be the communicator between my team and the coaches in a way that I know I can like please both sides. Like, I'm able to communicate what the kids on our team are saying to the coaches, get their decision, bring it back to the players, and then everything kind of just works smoother. And that's also credit to a lot of the other captains that I've captained with on both teams. And yeah.
Now, I know we have both your coaches in here. We have one of the best teachers in the school, Mrs. Strode, who's in the back corner right there. Last question I'm going to ask, any shout-outs you want to give? I know there's probably all 20 people watching this at home. They love looking forward to this that we do every single year. But any shout-outs you want to give?
My parents and my sister. And all my friends that support me, and all my teammates that play.
Come on back up, Arki. You know what's going on. I told you what the prize was. Yeah, so you're probably wondering why I called Coach Arki back up here, and the answer is we have a little surprise for you. We've been planning on this for probably now about a month and a half. And I had to get him on this because, like, we've known each other 7 months. Like, it would be awkward if we did this just us two, so why not have a coach that we did? This is something we have done in the past, so we keep it on the sports realm. So the prize that we have for you this year is you're going to have a choice of a sports ticket. All three of us get to go. The two choices are you can do Boston Red Sox. All three of us will go, probably do a little walk around the city, you know, have some good seats. Second option, I know this is the one he's been wanting to do since I brought it up. New England Revolution game, right at Gillette Stadium, club seating, do some tailgating in the back. You don't have to choose now. I know this is still a work in the progress, but I do have to thank Coach Arki once again for getting in on this. I was trying to call you up here, and you're like, "What's going?"
Sean, this is all your choice, and I would do either or.
Yeah.
Gladly. So.
It's been a while since we've done this, so we were trying to figure out how we wanted to get it. So we got the sheet here that's got all the dates on it. Try to avoid, like, later on when it comes September for the Red Sox, because I know you're going to have your coaching.
We're not going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I'm watching my mouth, Mrs. Stroh, but a smart ass is going to Northeastern there, so that's going to be pretty fun. But I'll give you this as soon as we're done. But Sean, congratulations again. Coach, thank you for joining. That is it for our award show. Got to thank everybody who helped make this possible. I'm Keegan Hamblett signing off, and we will see you later today for boys lacrosse at Abington. Have a good day, everybody.